Dead Friend Walking. If you're not in the now, you're in the nothing.
So let's start out with a little bit of history on the band. How long have you guys been together now?
We got together in about 2008 as kind of a project band, and things kind of changed and turned around. And had a good group of guys, and a new beast was kind of born. So we've just been kicking it out here rather than doing the project thing, just getting out and playing live and doing what we can. We love doing this.
Now, do you remember the first time before you guys actually got together and jammed for the first time, what that was like?
It was pretty crazy.
pretty crazy.
His dad had to help load equipment. I was on house arrest.
I didn't even know these guys. I just showed up at their house. We just started jamming.
And it
here
flew.
we are like 3 years later.
He was 16. His dad brought him over, told him he was going to let him stay and be his own man. And well, he's still with us. I think he's probably the only one that can grow a full beard. So I'd say,
hey, wait a
he's his own man.
Wait a minute. And here we are 3 years later, kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah.
Nice. Now you guys have a CD available. Let's talk a little bit about the recording process of that whole thing.
We did that with Planet Paul Recording in Wichita, Kansas, and basically went in, let him hear some of our ideas, what we wanted to put down. He had a few suggestions about making it a more cohesive recording, and so we just laid down basically a primer, good introduction to what Dead Friend Walking is all about. It's a self-titled 6-song CD, Dead Friend Walking, and it's got some diversities to it. One song that probably doesn't fit the rest of the style on there is What About Sean, but we did that as a favor to one of the fellows that comes out and listens to us all the time. We'll drive from town to town, you got to please your fans.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Nice. Now, do you guys have any particular favorite songs off your guys' disc? I'm sure individually you guys have a personal favorite.
All of them. I like them all. What do you think?
Talk to Lie is my personal favorite.
Talk to Lie.
Mine's probably Black Gas. Other than some of our new stuff, we've been working on a lot of new stuff.
Yeah,
Some badass shit.
Yeah, the CD's only a 6-song EP, but it, like he said, it's a little diverse. It's not all over the board, but it's a pretty powerful CD. I don't have any favorite. I love them all.
The Joke Is On You.
Joke Is On You. That's a damn good.
That's a bitch and bass.
Damn good. Bitch and bass line.
Guess what he plays?
Now, do you guys remember the first time you heard the final mastered product? For the first time, do you remember what you guys were thinking about it?
Badass.
Loved it.
It's been a long time since I heard this. We had during the middle of the process, I ended up having to have hand surgery, so by the time we came and finished it, it'd have been a 2-month hiatus.
We were kind of all in awe too. We tried to record a CD before that, and it didn't turn out so good. And then this one, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Planet Paul.
Motorcycle or something.
That's a Harley.
He liked it too.
He did a really good job, actually. Before it was actually remastered, we sat in the studio in the control room and listened to it and made a few changes, a few adjustments. But all in all, we didn't have to do a lot to it. We were pretty pleased with it. Paul did a really good job.
I think
good.
He's kind of sat down and really kind of captured who we are. I mean, just basically let it roll. We're tongue-in-cheek. We're going to make fun of you. We're going to make fun of me. I really don't care if it's irreverent or if you like my subject matter or not. We're going to do what we want to anyway. And he kind of came in there and just let us do what we want to and not sit there and try to produce us. And, we kind of got that straight from the get-go. Do you want a producer or do you not? Well, how can I know if our stuff's any good if we don't go in there and try to do it ourselves? And he let us go in there and do it, so we really felt pretty good about it.
But his opinion was always valid. If you have an opinion, let us know. So he did a really good job. We're pleased with it.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. You guys were mentioning earlier about some new material. How is the new stuff comparing to the stuff that's on the CD right now?
Heavier.
A lot heavier. We're going a lot heavier, actually. I guess these are brand new, right out of the gut. Stuff, and we are going with a little bit more power, a little bit heavier, a little bit more punch.
Well, I think some of the shows that we've played have probably influenced some of what we've done. We've done shows with Drowning Pool and Texas Hippie Coalition, and just going around listening to the music that's out nowadays really drives us a little bit heavier than some of the stuff that's on the CD itself.
Right.
Hell, honestly, when he's talking about listening to the CD when it came out, we were in awe, but we were like, damn, let's go record the next one.
Right, we're ready for the next one already, a full-length album. Because it's going to be heavy.
Have you guys discussed when you want to try and have a full-length album out?
Probably within the next 6 months.
Well,
we're
looking at possibly going in the studio around December and maybe hopefully having something completed maybe around February. That's just a guesstimate right now, but I'd like to do that. I personally like taking winter months to go and record. It's nice to get cozy with a microphone, not a bottle.
Heat, you're not loading in and out. Heat.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to cozy up in a studio in the wintertime. So,
and we're continuously riding. So we have we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna make this full. We're going more heavier, so we have a lot more riding to do. So it's gonna take a little time, not a whole lot, but a little bit more riding. And
I like the direction that we're heading now. I mean, it's definitely recording the CD kind of helped launch us off into saying, okay, this is what helps define us, or what breaks you into what Dead Friend Walking really is all about, or your bottle, if you will, to the feeding that we do. So this all stuff is a natural progression for us to get a little bit heavier just by the influences, and that CD is just a groundbreaker to get us where we're going.
Now let's talk a little bit about social network sites that are out there. How has like the Facebooks and Twitters and MySpaces affected your guys' band?
Well, to a point, you just got to see us in person to really get your feel of us. I mean, we rock the house, man. Facebook doesn't show that,
We do a lot of promo, though. I mean, I do a lot of promo. Slick Johnny P, John White, that's me. Got to plug. I mean, self-promotion is a deal because I mean, a lot of venues, I mean, they put flyers up, but, a lot of them don't promote bands. I mean, they could do a better, I mean, they want people there, they want to sell alcohol, and I mean, that's what they're worried about, the money in the register, but self-promoting is a key. You got to get your name out. I mean, we just put together a press kit, and we're sending them to Donnie Frizzell, a lot of big promoters. I mean, I'm not going to name everybody, but self-promoting is a big key. I mean, you have to do it.
That social networking thing, you couldn't do this thing 20 years ago. I mean, the three of us were together playing 20 years ago.
Yeah, Ridge Runners.
yeah, Ridge Runners back in the day in the jam room with Ronnie True. Rest in peace, my brother.
Rest in peace.
But you couldn't do anything you're doing nowadays. Based with the technology you had back then, it was like, damn, you hope somebody heard about you. Well, nowadays, you can let somebody hear about you. You can force feed it down their throats if they're ready for it. But I mean, MySpace, we don't use a whole lot of. I try to keep that updated because you never know who has what. Twitter,
we don't do a lot of Twitter.
We haven't dropped any Twitter bombs down.
We don't do any tweet.
Facebook, we light up. So, if there's a new media way that someone introduces us to and we can find a way to use it for our benefit, damn right we're going to use it, because I think that's what's getting this whole thing out there. I'm sure that's helping you guys. It's helping us. It's helping the music industry, but it's taken a while for everybody to really embrace the technology that's out there for us.
People can click like all day long, but do you really like?
Come to the show. We'll
come to a Dead Friend Walking show live, and you will like.
You'll fucking love it.
Edit.
On the subject of live shows, what do you guys got coming up next over the next few weeks?
We are busy. Well, actually, after this show, we were taking a 2-week break, and then we were at America's Pub with Barrel Bright. That was originally our show, but we turned it over to James Arena and Barrel Bright because they're doing their CD release party. So we let them have the show. It was ours, but we're with Sidewise, Barrel Bright, Admiral Gray. Dave Rude was supposed to be on the bill, but I don't think he is now. So that's May 21st, America's Pub. Then June, July, August, September, we're booked all the way up to Halloween. We're doing August 6th at the Muse Event Center with Here Kitty Kitty. We are busy. I mean, we're booked up until Halloween.
And so, Halloween is definitely a night you're going to want to come see us if you're.
Do not want to miss Dead Friend Walking on Halloween. It is a sight for dead eyes.
All right, well, I think that just about covered everything. Is there any last comments you guys want to toss in?
Do you want to ask what instruments we play?
Well, what do you play?
I play the bass.
I play the Gibson Les Paul.
Slick Johnny P, drummer.
I play a little guitar and Jimmy Shy on the mouth, and he's the typist. No, we just want to thank everybody for having some interest in us, because we're out here having fun. Obviously, we get paid to do what we do, but it ain't all about the money.
That's right. It's never paid the bills, and don't forget about In the Now magazine. It's them doing this interview. We're just talking to them. Don't forget about In the Now, because if you're not in the now,
you're in
the nothing.
nothing.